Every month on Twitch for the past year, I've done a different artist study. The artists have all been chosen by my viewers, and many of them are artists that I would have never thought to look at on my own. Each time I learn a ton, and in no small part thanks to the contribution of my viewers in chat who offer their feedback, their thoughts, and their analysis of the works that we're studying. It's been extremely beneficial to my own artistic practice. It's helped me look at things in different ways and think about things I never would have considered. It's also helped me improve my artist study skills, which is an important skill in and of itself. So today I'm going to talk about the number one most important thing I learned from each of my first two artist studies, Dr. Seuss and Norman Rockwell. For Dr. Seuss, I looked at these 5 images, and these are all from the Dr. Seuss After Dark series. I was really unfamiliar with this. I thought of him always as the guy who did Hop on Pop. So this was a pleasant surprise. These are some very interesting, very moody works. I should also say that these images are all from drseussart.com, which is a great resource. It has so much of his work. So coming over here to look at my study sheet. So I approached this, I did some thumbnails, compositional thumbnails. I did some color swatching. But the most important thing that I learned from studying Dr. Seuss was his shape, rhythm, and variation with an eye to the negative space. This was the first one that I studied, and this is the one where it really became noticeable. I think this is probably the best example. We can see this rhythm here. We have this kind of bumps of these bushes coming out. And the bumps are all fairly similar in shape, but they are varied. So they're similar yet different. And interestingly, the negative shapes are kind of variations on the positive shapes. If you look in these little nooks here. And so there's a definite rhythm happening between these shapes poking out and these shapes poking in. Get these outward and this inward, this outward and kind of inward movement going on all the way throughout. And then he goes and he repeats it, at least to my eye, here and in here. We get the positive shape pushing out, this negative shape in the middle here. And we get it again, these shapes here. And it just brings a nice kind of harmony to the piece that I didn't really think too much about it previously in my own work, but now I try to notice it and try to carry it through. It's also pretty noticeable in this one here. Get these kind of these big curves that appear all throughout, and the negative curves and the positive curves are variations of one another. I think it's a really beautiful, done to very, very great effect. So for Dr. Seuss, that was the big thing for me. For Rockwell, I approached it somewhat similarly. I did some compositional studies, and I did a little bit of drawing of the figures, but we got to talking about the storytelling, and there was just so much interesting stuff going on. But the number one most important thing I got from Rockwell was how he places you in his compositions. And he uses these elements, the point of view, of course, of the viewer, but also framing and the eye direction of the figures. So in this one here, I mean, you're basically on the field looking at what I think would be my own team, probably. So to me, I think I'm probably walking back to the dugout, most likely after striking out. If you like, I think you could also identify with the crowd and maybe say that you are the pitcher of the opposing team and you just struck someone out. But just this sense of dejection and these kind of two worlds with the jeering fans and the team here, it just really placed me in the middle of the story, in the middle of the drama. For this one, I feel like I'm a parent watching my kids, my kids and their friends playing a game of marbles. The point of view is up a little bit higher. You're looking down. All the kids are very focused on what they're doing, and they probably don't even notice that you're standing there. It tells this story again through how you are placed as a viewer. This one to me, I think that I'm probably sitting in the next chair over, getting my own haircut, and I'm watching this scene unfold, and it's just kind of a nice thing to witness. Also, side note, but the barber's hands are totally scissors. This one here, you're being invited to sit down. You're at the table. You're one of the members of the family. And we can see that through this figure here in the corner. He's looking up at us, kind of saying, "Hey, time to eat. Come sit down." And so we're standing up, just getting ready to take our seat at the end of the table. And the last one here, you can see down here there are finished glasses or finished drinks. So I feel like I just drank these and I'm standing up and getting ready to leave and kind of watching this scene unfold. I might be pretty tall for the perspective here, but it's interesting, kind of standing up from the bar stool, watching the scene as I'm about to leave, and just having these to me is what sells it. So if those weren't there, it might be a little bit less clear. But he's really great at putting in all these little details that make you really feel like you're part of the scene. So there we have it. Shape design with an eye towards positive and negative shape relationships and rhythms for Dr. Seuss. And point of view, putting your viewer in the piece and making them part of the story for Norman Rockwell. And thank you to my Twitch viewers who chose these two artists. It was really exciting looking at them. And these are the first two that kicked off a thing that I look forward to every month now, which is doing these artist studies. So if you'd like to participate in one of the artist studies, or you want to choose an artist for us to look at, join my Twitch stream. The link is in the description. I also have a whole playlist here on YouTube of past artist study streams. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. And stay tuned for the top thing I learned from the next two artists that I studied, Alphonse Mucha and Maurice Sendak.